So, this is about 3 weeks ago. Um, I started sleeping outside. I don't want to get too much into the details of how it all came about, or where I was living before, but the main point of the story is that I have options. I don't have to sleep out here. I don't have to, every couple days I go to a place and I take a shower. Um, but yeah, my basically 90% of my last 3 weeks has consisted of sleeping in rocks and grass and hanging out at parks under trees. And it's all I do. And I just hang out and I think. And sometimes I have a cell phone, sometimes I don't, depending if I've had it charged or not. And it's been actually kind of great. Like, part of me, I've wanted to do this quite a few times in my life, just boycott life, kind of like the China thing where they just go lay in the grass, say nothing's worth living for. Just protest, be patient. And it's not as hard as I thought it'd be. I haven't had to beg for anything yet. I've basically just been surviving off of donating plasma twice a week. Yeah, and I just don't spend a lot of money. The last 4 days, 2 of the days, straight 24 hours, I did not eat or drink a single thing. I'm gonna try to go like 3 to 5 days here in a little bit. See how long I can fast for. I've been listening to a little music, reading a little Bible, but mostly just thinking, watching what's going on, waiting for things to come together. I really hate the audience that I have. Like, I think on my YouTube, I just want to stop talking about certain things. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that just want to run away from life and they're scared of how hard it might be. But I'm telling you right now, if you have $1,000 in your bank account, you could survive for at least 6 months without fucking asking for a single thing from anybody, just by sleeping on the streets. And it wouldn't even be hard. It's kind of enjoyable, actually. But since I have like $100, every $100 I get a week donating plasma is barely keeping me alive. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish we could talk about different things, and there was a lot of people weighing in, and that we could take these conversations different places where everyone could have an opinion. But it's like, ain't nobody saying nothing I want to hear. But yeah, so part of me like wanted to do this just to see if I could do it. And then after doing it, part of me just wants to see how long I can go. See if I can make it until Mullen squeezes. Or until, it feels like everything is building up to be the same thing, or the same time. Like, so when you think about the veil being lifted, like, it's a moment. Everybody sees it. It all happens at once. And so if there was a big thing that was going to happen, like a stock was going to squeeze to untold heights because retail was finally going to get vindication about what a retail dilution war is. And if you think about everything going on in the government and just the people, like, the Republican House really seems like they have the power right now to make sure that the government goes into default or gets shut down if they don't get what they want. And if they don't get what they want, They should shut it down because it's the only way. Shut it down and make it so bad until the Democrats are forced to start solving the problems, because they will never solve the problems as long as they got one more bluff they can call. They will always bluff. They will always bluff and bluff until they can't. And the moment they can't is when the government's shut down and people are actually in desperate times. So I hope that either they come to their senses and the Republican House crazy MAGA extremists get everything they're asking for, or we shut the fuck down. But the idea that that all happens and comes to its climax the same week that Mullen hits November 13th, which based off like my experience suggests when we should have a final conclusion of answer, reply, judge's answer for the Mullen lawsuit, which seems to be the greatest possible catalyst for Mullen stock squeeze. Yeah. It looks like November. The stock price action and volume today would tell you that the squeeze is coming tomorrow. But I've tried relying on that too much in the last month, and it's just always let me down, and I'm tired of getting my hopes up. So I'm going to just rely on what makes the most sense. And it doesn't matter to me. I have no money. I have nothing invested in Mullen because I'm the brokest person on earth and all my options expired. So I'm just chilling. Like, obviously, I'm not going to get my win doesn't come from making money on Mullen. That'll be a lot of your guys' wins. I suspect my win might come from you guys and or the people. Because, like, what I want in my life, what would be the best thing possible, is that 7 billion people get to see, like, some type of biography of Marcus Earl Ray. At least a million of them like what they see. And they give me like $10 a month each. Like, just something like that would be enough that this world's mine in less than 2 years. Like, there's nothing that can stop what I got going on. I got so many things in my back pocket that I've been saving and like taking projects, finishing them, and then just putting in my back pocket. This one makes me a billionaire. I'll put that in my back pocket. Oh, this one too. I'm just not ready to use those ones yet. It's not how it's supposed to start. Because if I go work really hard and I go start the business, and like if I would have done it the way that everyone else does it, like they find their project and then they sell out and they turn it into a big business by letting other people manipulate what they created. And it happened to Steve Jobs. It happened to everybody. Like, literally, Elon Musk is the only one you could say it didn't happen to, but it's because Elon Musk didn't actually do anything. He's just a puppet that goes in to, like, create a lot of publicity. And, like, best definition of Elon Musk is an antichrist. He's not the antichrist, but he is an antichrist, for sure. Everyone freaking puts him up on a scale as, oh, Elon gonna save us. Elon can do everything. Elon can do nothing. Elon has done nothing. Biggest bitch on the planet. And so, it's not just about winning. It matters how you win. And I could have won so many times already. Like, win so big that I'd never have to win again. And over, at least 5 times, I turned down the biggest wins. Why? Why would Marcus turn down the biggest wins? Because they all told me I had to win a certain way, and it's always my way or the highway. Like, I bring these things, and people say, yeah, this is great, but what about you? We're not so sure about you. And it's like, motherfucker, nothing exists without me. It's always a me. Like, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your money. It has nothing to do with your investment. It has nothing to do with your ideas or your ability to freaking whip a whip on your slaves and build a business through just fucking pure slave labor. Like, none of that fucking matters. All that matters is coming up with the real ideas that are worth fucking pursuing. And I'm the only one that knows how to do it. I know how to look at what everyone else is saying and immediately weed out the garbage and find what has potential. And then I learn how to maximize the potential, because that's just who I am. I maximize. And all I want is a motherfucking group of people that understand that you put me up against anyone in anything, and especially if I get a training camp, it's game over. Training camp, who can make the most influential medicine? Like, I get a 6 months training camp with 5 of the smartest medicine people to just sit down and answer every question I got and take it any direction of the studies I want, in any direction I want, to go find what we need to find. And then boom, after 6 months studying, whoever there in college or any other bullshit doctor place, like, you put my medicine that I come up with in the next 12 months after my 6 months of research versus their 12 months of research in a new medicine, guaranteed my medicine's everything that people want. Now, I don't like fucking with medicine because, like, it just seems the absolute wrong thing to do is heal people through medicine. The only way you deserve to be healthy is to live a healthy life. That doesn't mean you're not allowed to drink. That doesn't mean you're not allowed to smoke. That means you live to a certain standard and you keep your body to a certain standard and you do whatever is necessary to stay there. And you don't got to be the skinniest and healthiest person, but you cannot be unhealthy, people. You don't need medicine if you're healthy. Am I on the streets because of my options expiring? No, I'm not on the streets because my options expiring. I'm on the streets because I refuse to get a job and go through that same fucking rat race that I've been through 100 times. And it seems like my fiance still wants to stay with me and suggests, or like has some hope that I might figure something out and we'll just pick up where we left off, I guess. I'm happy about that. But we agreed that if she's working and I'm not, then I shouldn't be able to enjoy the luxuries of living in a place while she is. Now, I have people in my life who have done me very wrong, and they don't think that they've done me wrong. And so they look at me, and I'm talking about my family, my parents, my brothers, whatever. Bro, Ricardo Martinez, you're getting banned because you're a pussy-ass faggot. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Stop asking your faggot-ass questions, you fucking faggot. Never come back, you pussy-ass bitch. God damn it. Fucking douchebags. But anyways, I got people with empty houses, people saying that they'll fucking put me in a fucking apartment. But these are the same motherfuckers that put me in a mental institution that I fucking dominated. And they still haven't fucking apologized for that. And they still act like something's wrong with me, even though no one in the fucking real world has actually had any evidence to suggest that there's anything wrong with me. Even the fucking doctor that diagnosed me, that like saw me every 30 days or saw me every day for 30 days, said that she diagnosed me with bipolar, but she was not strong on her opinion. She wasn't willing to come up to the court, and she didn't submit anything to the courts in regards to my court case. And I ultimately ended up winning my appeal on the court case, and part of the reason is because she didn't show up to it. But she never met a person like me. Like, every person that's ever gone through that simulation I went through inside that mental institution, every single one of them cracked and did something or said something that allowed the hospital legal authority to force medicate them. I'm the first to get out unforced medicated. I did have to take a small thing called trileptal after the court case when they let me like go back into the public, but then after I appealed it, I won, and I didn't have to do that no more. But these very parents were protecting my brother, who stole my life insurance research and has made, it wouldn't surprise me if he's already a billionaire, but guaranteed he's the no one under $1 billion is projected to become a billionaire faster than he is, if he's not already a billionaire. And my issue, again, is not that this happened, not that I had to go through that and dominate it and prove that I'm better than my parents and better than my brothers and better than this fucking government and better than the fucking Arizona doctors, better than everybody around me. Like, that was part of it. It was definitely a test that I had to go through so it could be on my resume so that the day I do get the stage and people start saying stupid shit, like, I already got that shit on lock. Anyone tries to question my mental state of, like, my... The idea of my anger being uncontrollable has been 100% debunked. The doctor who fucking saw me every day understands that I am an angry person and I am an argumentative person, but that I do not get violent and that I would rather cry than punch somebody in the face if I thought that punching somebody in the face would put me in jail. I want to punch the motherfucker in the face, but I'm just not willing to break the law or lose my... Like, I feel like I'm on a pedestal right now. Nobody knows it. Like, I'm on this pedestal of glory, and the fucking devils built this shrine around me so no one can see it, and one day the shrine just fucking crumbles, and the whole world sees me for what I am. Oh, man. What I am. So I'm a little bit worried about this next week because I had a little bit of money and so I was able to buy some weed as I was donating plasma, still afford food. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough money from the plasma this week to also buy weed. So I'm definitely going to be putting up my PayPal and Cash App. And if anyone ever think I've ever been a benefit to anything they've ever been a part of, like, they should shoot me a couple bucks. If anyone's new to this and they understand that me going homeless is a choice, and that these same motherfuckers that put me in the hospital, the issue is that they look down on me with pity. They look at Marcus, their son, and they see somebody who's been defeated and somebody who is weak and somebody who can never win and all this bullshit. That is why I hate my parents and refuse to accept their help. Because they're fucking blind and they're comparing me to my brother who stole my life insurance work, who has always been able to sell dog shit to anybody. And he's never been a good person. He steals every chance he gets. He lies every chance he's get. He's stolen from my dad and my oldest brother millions of dollars. He's stolen from me more than that. And he's a piece of human garbage. And yet when I sit at family dinners, when I go and I listen to people talk, I hear this motherfucker on a pedestal and I hear about, oh, poor Marcus. And these motherfuckers don't fucking understand that it's not, oh, poor Marcus, because Curtis is doing good. It is, Marcus is fighting a different war than all you retard motherfuckers. Curtis wants to go make money. What do I want? I want to change this world. And so if you look at my life as a person who's trying to change the world, you cannot find another human who's done a better job of trying to accomplish that fucking goal. Not one human being, not one president, not one fucking missionary, not one doctor, not one scientist, not one inventor, not one businessman, not one philanthropist. I am better than all of them because I had the highest goal and nobody's gotten close one time as I have 5 times to beat this fucking devil to the ground. And everyone knows it. Enough people know it. They don't fucking show up and support it because they're probably serving the devil themselves. I don't know. You guys haven't read the Bible if you think Jesus is coming back. The Bible clearly says that somebody is coming back to overcome the mortal body, to find Jesus, and that he will be Jesus. It says Jesus comes back 1,000 years after that guy. When the whole world has worshipped this person as God for 1,000 years, then the whole world comes at the end of the 1,000 years to kill that God. And it says Jesus comes from the heavens with fire and kills them all, starts the second resurrection for Judgment Day. And Jesus judges everyone. Read your fucking Bible. God damn, I hate listening to people talk about Jesus. It's like you guys never read the Bible once. In no way can you interpret the Bible to suggest that Jesus in the flesh is coming back, other than the sense that there is no difference between Jesus and God. And God is the one coming back, finding Jesus, and God in body, but Jesus in heart. God leads the world for 1,000 years, and it will be as Jesus in the flesh. That is what the Bible says. And if you haven't found out that that's fucking me, and that I am Jesus, I am God, I am all of it, go somewhere else. I ain't here to convince nobody. The story tells itself. I've already done the convincing. I'm here to fucking get my glory. And it's coming. Ain't nothing can stop it. This shit's biblical, people. The more I fast out here on the streets, the stronger I'm getting. You'll see. Oh, man. Like I said, I'm going to close out this video, but in the description is going to be my Cash App and my PayPal. You motherfuckers owe me.